welcome to my shopping haul. Okay, first item. First item are these heels got them from one website. Public Desire, and they were only £25. And why did I buy it? I bought it because I didn't have like basic, like really minimal heels. So I thought like it's time to get some, and spring is coming, summer's coming, so yeah, this. Then I've got these trainers. They're from Adidas Neo. I've got them gifted. They're really cool. Like you can pair them with jeans. You can pair them with this leather trousers, leather hot pants, and yeah, just basic stuff, like really minimal. And then I've got this bomber jacket, also from Adidas Neo gifted, and they're so super comfy. They're so warm. They're like perfect. And you can pair them with, I don't know, with a black t-shirt or white t-shirt, something really minimal that doesn't really stand out because you have this print on it, and you don't want to be like, whoa, what is going on there? And yeah. Then I've got this white trainers from H&M. They remind me like of this Adidas Superstars, but more cheaper. They were just £20. So if you want white trainers but don't want to spend that much money, H&M. Then I have a white hat. Why? Because I didn't have a white hat, and I love hats. I have black, brown, and almost every color. So, they're also perfect for spring and summer and upcoming season. I have this bag, this like Celine-like bag, because I don't have the money for this really Celine bag. So, okay. This is also for spring. Like the color is more like nude color, nude mosaic color. And actually it's a really good quality. I've got it from eBay for £20 to £25. Yeah, so that's a really good price for it. So until I have the money for me to have a sleep bag, it's gonna be okay. And books are always good. I'm a huge fan of Sidney Sheldon. Is one of my favorite author, and his books are amazing. It's an old copy because I always buy old copies. Books are books, so you need to have the new copies. And one of my friends recommended this. It's actually really heavy and really so I don't know what it's about, so I'm like, I never read the back thing because it kind of sucks. And I'm currently reading this, Winter Curse. It's an okay book. That was all.
Okay. This is Hayley Johnson, and I am with Figure Magazine today, and I am about to interview Sarah.
Hi.
Right. So what can you think of? Can you tell the camera what is your name, your full name?
Okay, my name is Serah Alavi. I'm 22 years old, and
Where are you originally from?
oh, I'm from Germany, but my mom's come from Nigeria. But I grew up in Germany, so I'm German. Kind of.
Okay. Right. So you're currently in Surbiton. So you're currently doing a course at Epsom Uni.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain what course you're doing and why you chose it, and why you chose to move to England to do this course?
I'm studying fashion journalism. Epsom, you say, like you. Why did I choose fashion journalism? Okay, after I finished school, I know it's like different school system in Germany. I didn't actually know what to do. Like, I was like, okay, shit, what am I going to do? So I was always into like studying law. Mm-hmm. Because that actually was like the easiest thing. You just need to remember things, and I'm actually good at remembering things. And my mom was like, yeah, go for it. But she was always like, you're actually really good in journalism stuff because you're like ask questions and you're really into people's stuff. I'm like, yeah. But I was always taking the easiest path. So I was like, I'm going to do this law stuff. And my dad was like, why don't you do like law and business? I'm like, okay, sure, why not?
Yeah.
And after that for 1 month, I was like, okay, this is not for me. Like, business stuff is not for me. Like, the law stuff was actually okay, but I was like, I was not happy, like, with all the stuff, and my mom and dad was divorced. I was like
Yeah.
really like, I was like, okay, I need to go away. Like
Yeah.
some of my friends, they were going to different cities to study, and I was like actually alone. I was like, okay, I need to go away. And one of my friends, blogger friend, Kylene, she's also studying fashion journalism, but in third year. I was like, okay, she's doing fashion journalism in England. I've never been in England before. Never. I wasn't really interested in England, London. Like, I was like, okay, it's there.
Yeah.
I only know the Queen. I was like, okay, cool. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. So I just applied, and they accepted me. I was like, okay, I'm going to England. And my dad said no. My mom said, go. And then I was like, okay, what should I do? So I just went for it. And they didn't really believe that I could do that. They was like, okay, but you're going to do all the stuff. Moving, all the paperwork, you're going to do it. Like, I was like,
No
okay.
help kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're
like,
very on your own, independent.
Yes.
If you want to do this, you're going to do it.
You're going to do it on your own.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And actually no one really believed that I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so I was going to England, sure. Something like that.
I think, like, if someone doesn't believe in you, that's when you kind of...
Yes.
You have more drive to go ahead and do it.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm going to show you that actually, I am going to do this.
Yes.
Kind of thing. You get that sassy mode on you.
Yeah.
It's like, actually,
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this shit. And, like, the town I was living was kind of, it's not small, but you kind of know people in your age. And, I don't know, just kind of comes around. So I was moving to England, but it was like, yes, I was moving to England. And only, like, my closest friends were like, yeah, do this. Supported me, and it was like after like half 6 months just to do all the paperwork. It was like so stressful. It was so stressful. It's like there were times I was like, oh, why don't I just stay here? And I was like, oh, do I really need to do this? Well, I was like, okay, I'm already this far, I just need to, it's almost there. So at that time I've moved out because my parents was divorced. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna move out. Like, I'm already 19, and I'm like, let's go move out. And I was like, okay, my mom was not there, my dad was not there. I want to move to England, and I have 5 younger siblings to take care of. I was like, can I leave them here alone? And like stuff like going head around. I'm like, okay, I'm just going. Let's see what's happening. I'm always a person like, let's see what's happening. You never know what's tomorrow. You never know what's in 1 month. You kind of like, I love to plan things, but you never know.
Just kind of take each day as it comes.
So I finished all the stuff, and I was like, 1 month before, I was like, Dad, you're gonna drive me to England. He was like, what? You're gonna drive me to England? So for what? For studying. Like, what the fuck? I was like, what? He actually didn't believe, because I didn't tell, like, I was 6 months away from home, like doing all the stuff, and actually I didn't even contact so much my parents and my friends. I was like, okay, I'm gonna move, like, but I'm doing this. I've got a place, I've got student finance, I've got like support from Germany, like there's a government that helps people, that helps students, international students. I was like, okay, sure. It was kind of taken back, like, you actually did this. And my mom was like, I'm so proud of you that you actually did. I'm like, be proud of me when I'm there and actually actually do something. Be proud of me.
This is the start, Mom.
This is the start, Mom. Wait, when I finish the first year, then you can see it, be proud of me. But now, chill out. I've never been to this country, and my English sucks. And let's see what's gonna do. And then my dad drove me there. I was like, okay.
It drove you here?
It drove me, because I had so much stuff. I'm like, I can't. I can't fly. Because like, okay, he drove me there. And I was like, I didn't actually appreciate it until people say, he drove you? Like, yeah.
You're like, so you drive.
That is at least what he can do. Drive me.
That's so funny.
And it was why I've chosen fashion journalism because of my blog. Kind of like, I have this blog since 2-3 years, and it's just a hobby, like it's just a hobby, and it became more than a hobby, kind of. Like, companies want to work with me. I've started like getting like, it's kind of like part-time job a little bit. I get money out of it. I'm like, okay, I can actually do something with it, and I was really interested in fashion in it, and I was always like, kind of like a history girl, like old fashioned.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try this out. Journalism, my mom would say I'm really good at journalism, and I was like, okay, there's two parts, I'm just gonna do this.
Kind of like mix
it. Just mix it, yeah. I was gonna do this.
So would you say that you've always been into fashion then?
Yeah, I think like everyone's into fashion, kind of like when you're 13, 14, you experiment like with clothes, but not really into fashion.
It seems like you know your style though. Your style is very, and it's kind of like sticked. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does improve through the years because I'm 22 years. My 22 years old me is different than 18, but the style is still the same, but stuff just more adult stuff. Like more clean, more minimalism, more I'm gonna buy stuff that lasts me like for 3-4 years instead of stuff I'm just gonna wear for one season. Something like that. That's how I can describe my style.
So how did you start up your blog?
How did I start? I've started reading other blogs, kind of. Like just reading it, I'm like, oh, they have a really nice life.
That's a really nice life. I wouldn't be having that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like traveling vlogs or personal style blogs, like every type of vlogs, not only like fashion blogs.
Yeah.
Music blogs, food blogs, but the two favorite was always travel blogs and personal style blogs. I was like, oh yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to have that cloud. Oh, that's nice. Like, you know, when you're in your bedroom, like, oh, yeah, some people have it.
Yeah.
You know, and then one of my best friends say, why don't you just try it out? I'm like, yeah, isn't it a bit embarrassing? Like, you know, it's on the web and you're showing yourself. And I was like, I was just like, I wasn't that confident at first. So like, but
no, it just comes like that.
Yeah, it just comes like that, yeah. My friends are even annoyed because I always take pictures everywhere of my food. Even my mom's like, really?
No, that's good. What was your first reaction when someone actually got in contact with you to want to work with you or wanted to give you free clothes or wanted to pay you in what you do?
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you want to pay me money for this?
Well, what were they paying you for?
First
for like wearing their clothes?
No, first it was like they got me paid to get I could have the clothes like that, and afterwards was like some PR agencies when they gave me clothes from like special brands and I wear them and just write some stuff about it, like a review or like style it, and I've got paid for it, or like for fashion website write a review about it and I got paid for it. I'm like, okay. 25 minutes work?
Yeah. For free clothes.
For free clothes or for money. I'm like, okay, cool. Why not?
That's so good.
That's so good, right?
There's so many people on like YouTube and stuff that does that as well.
Yeah.
Like, you're like beauty bloggers and stuff like that, and they'll get paid just to like even like have the actual product in the image. In the image. I don't know about talking about it. So yeah, I use this.
Use this.
It's like, oh yeah, okay.
But it's so tricky. Like, I've learned like bloggers and vloggers. That's how they call the YouTubers.
Yeah.
They're so tricky. Like how, like, you know, when you get like you click on the link and say, oh, this is cool, and they got money for this. That's because you click on that link. I didn't know that before. I'm like,
how much money do you reckon you're making on what you're doing? Or does it come and go?
It does come and go. It's like depends. Let's say when it depends on the PR and how big the fashion website or the clothes or whatever it is. Let's say for one fashion website or like a website that sells clothes, I've just wrote a review, like a wish list kind of thing, and I've got like €500. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's so good. And actually that's small, like like other blogger friends who does full time.
Yeah.
They got much more money because they're living through that. But I'm like, huh, okay.
So do you reckon you would do this as a full-time job? No. You have other ambitions to do.
Yeah. That's not like a hobby.
So it's good that you've got this on the side then. It's something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, I think a hobby.
And it obviously comes so easy to you.
Yes.
You're so used to doing it. It's just taking a picture of yourself and people are like, oh my god, I'll give you money if you do this.
Yeah.
And you're just like, whoa, okay. Give me the money.
Just give me the money.
That's so good. So yeah, I saw that you went to New York and you met Selena Gomez and you worked for Neo
Yeah.
Adidas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to explain to me a little bit more about that?
Neo is still like younger brand for Adidas. Like
Right.
you know Adidas Originals, and I have Adidas Pro, and Adidas Neo. Adidas Neo is just like for the younger generation. And they asked me like 2 years ago for like a small collaboration for the showroom, and I was like, yeah, sure. And since then we're just working together like every season when they bring out a new collection.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. They send clothes, I'm just gonna like review it or style it. And the New York thing was like, I've won a challenge. Not really won, I was runner up. But I still got a prize.
Yeah.
And that was the New York trip during the Fashion Week.
Yeah.
They had like their own fashion show during the New York Fashion Week. And I was there for 4 days. And they work with Selena Gomez on collections, like collaborations every season. And she was there. And yeah, I got to meet her.
Is she a nice person? Did you feel like intimidated by approaching her?
Not
or
really.
Were you just like, oh, it's Selena Gomez.
Yes.
I say hey.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, she's the same age as me. Why should I be like, oh, like I'm like, I went there and then she was, oh, hi, I like your hair. I'm like, thanks. It was like 30 seconds, not even. Oh, I was the first. I went in. The like security man pushed me. I was like, huh? Okay. And she was like, oh hey, I love your hair. She grabbed me. Picture was like, oh picture, okay. And then the security man grabbed me back. I was out, and the people was like, what was wrong? I was like,
I didn't even meet this guy.
I didn't even meet. I was like,
dragged back out.
I was like, because it was so fast. It was like, what did you do? What?
Like, it didn't even seem like it had happened.
No, I was like,
That's
I'm not gonna do anything to her, so chill out. And then other people came, was like, what was that? It's like,
not even meeting.
not even meeting her. She was like, oh hey, I like you, blah 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 blah. She dragged you to a picture. Thanks.
It wasn't anything then.
It wasn't anything special. That's why people ask them like,
it's just Selena Gomez.
Just Selena Gomez. Well, yeah. It's not something like, wow. Like, I love Beyonce. Beyonce would cry.
Yeah.
But
anyone would.
anyone would, yeah. But Selena Gomez is like, yeah. This is Selena Gomez.
So do you reckon you'll try and go again this year or next year?
I don't know. This year because the third year uni. Maybe next year when I finish uni, like a gap year. I always love to do like a gap year.
Yeah.
After finishing something, just like breathe.
No, it's good.
It's good.
You've got something to work for and
Yeah.
something to look forward to. So, if there was one place in the whole wide world that you could go and you had like all the money in the world, where would you go? And why?
Asia.
Okay.
Why? Because Asia is just, I've never been to Asia, and it's always like a different world to me. Like the culture, the people, I don't know everything about Asia. It's like I just want to like. That's the place I could even think about like living. I just feel kind of straight. I just like the clothing, the style, the thinking, the people, the culture. It's so different from like African culture. Maybe that's why I like it that much. Europe, it's like, it's different too to African culture.
Yeah.
But like, Asia is like yin and yang.
Yeah.
It's so different. That's why I think I feel so attached to that place. I've never been there, but I'm gonna go there.
How have you found living in England then? What is your kind of like feeling on living near London, or basically in London now?
England is so different from Germany, and even though it's just 1.5 hours away.
Yeah, I've never been to Germany, so I don't know what Germany's like.
I was like, I've never been here before. That's like something funny. Like when like tea, I've never heard before like you put milk in your tea. You don't do that in Germany. So when you don't do that. So I was like, when I first came here and asked me, "You like tea?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then she was putting milk in my tea. I was like, "What is she doing?" Like I was like a big shock. I'm like, she's putting milk in my tea. I called my mom. I was like, "Mom, she put milk in my tea. Like how disgusting is that?" I was like really shocked. And I was like, then I told like some of my friends like, that's how they drink their tea, like with milk. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I've tried it, but I'm not an English tea person.
Exactly do you want to do then when you leave uni? If you don't want to do this fashion blogger as a full time, okay, let me say, in 5 years' time, where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing?
That's a problem I can see myself in about 5 years. Because I always think, like, of course you think, oh, I'll be there. I'm like, I'm such a realistic person, like, anything can change. Because I've been through so many stuff, I've planned so many stuff, I'm like, in 1 second, everything can be crushed. You never know what's going to happen. You don't ever know what the world is going to do with you. So I'm like, I'm going to work towards, like, as I'm a history girl, and I like fashion, so I was like, maybe I'm going to do something history, fashion, maybe a historian or something like that.
Yeah.
But you never know. Maybe I'm gonna be a superstar next 2 years in there. Yeah, I don't know. Oh
yeah. I'd love to live that life. That life. She's got what I want.
Yes. You never know. That's I'm like. I never think negative, but maybe something negative is gonna happen in my life or something so positive. I don't have a boyfriend. Maybe I will have a boyfriend and he will change me so much. I'll be like, I don't care about anything anymore. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. I'm like, let's see what I'm gonna be in 5 years. Well, I want to be happy. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So, you said to me earlier, which shocked me, that you didn't really have much confidence.
Yeah.
Which shocks me because the way you are, it seems like you do have a lot of confidence about you. So, I don't want you to say it out loud, but like think about a time where you've felt that you've had really low confidence, and tell me how you feel that you've built your confidence up, and how you would tell someone else that suffers with low confidence to kind of do that. What did you do to make yourself feel more confident?
That was actually when I was 4 or 5, when I just came here to Germany. That was 1988, something like that. Not 88, 98. Like, it was 98. Yeah, I'm 92. No. So I was like 4 or 5 years old, and that time Germany was still like, Germany lost 2 wars and stuff, and everyone actually hates Germany. And that time was like, I was like the only black girl in the entire school. Like, I was the only girl. I was like, okay. And the younger girls and boys, they weren't used to like a black girl, like black person, and they was like, okay, like mobbing. I was mobbed. They were mobbing me, and I didn't know that feeling. Like, okay, what did it mean to me? I couldn't speak that good German, and I was like, okay. I was just new in this country, and I was ripped off my actually home, and I was like, I'm just trying to fit in. Yeah. And that's like something I was like, I'll have low confidence, like low, and that went for until I was in 4th grade, until I moved away. And that time I've made my first friends, like actually friends. Yeah. And I think that kind of boosted me. Friends, actually really friends. I actually call them still. I have them like friends. And my first best friends I've made when I was in 5th grade, and I was like, I know I'm some more friends. I'm like true friends. I don't talk about friends. The like true friends you have lifetime. Yeah, that's the people that kind of boost me. Like say like they make me feel not different. Yeah. Kind of, like they accepted me.
More included.
Yeah, more included. Like, and that's the thing. Like friends, like true friends. Like I can still call them. Like I can come over anytime. They can come. Or like I can talk to them, and I know that like friends I can have 40 years. If you like.
That's nice. Yeah, that you have that. So, what advice would you give to someone that has low confidence, like to boost their confidence? Like, what would you recommend them doing, or just little things that they could do to make themselves feel better?
It's easy to say don't care about other people, but you always care about people's opinion. That's why I'm like, okay, there will always people that are gonna hate you. My God, you can't do anything about it. But just focus more on people who loves you, who appreciate you, more than the negative comments.
If you're stranded on a desert island, what is the one thing that you would take and why?
Oh, okay.
There's one thing that you're allowed to have.
Okay.
What would it be?
Oh, okay. One thing. I think about this question last time. My Audrey Hepburn poster.
That's what you take.
I'll take that.
The Audrey Hepburn poster. So you can sit there and just stare at it and think how much your life is going down the drain right now. You'd be like, oh, Audrey Hepburn, help me out.
No, I love this woman. Like, I love her. And
Why do you love her?
not only, I've watched almost all her movies. I think she's not only like a good actress, like amazing actress, she's also such a good, she was such a good human being. Like, she did something with her life, you know, like actually, like meaningful for her, maybe not for the world too, but personally for her.
Yeah.
And that's something I respect so much. And she's one of the few actresses I really adore, or few people adore, and that's I'm like, I'm gonna take this photo everywhere when I go home. It's like,
Do you think that her style reflects on anything that you wear?
yeah, she's so graceful, so elegant, and that's something I kind of try to be like more classy, more elegant, but still layout and chill and casual. That's something I got from her.
Okay. What is your favourite item in your wardrobe?
Oh, that's mean. Right now or like
Right now.
right now? What I always wear? Oh, I think the chest boots,
Do you wear them with everything?
because they're so comfortable. And you can wear them. You can wear it to everything, like with everything, and look good, and they're so comfortable. That's actually my favorite item right now.
That's good. Season.
Autumn.
Why is that?
Because I can wear coats. I love coats. And wintry, like the autumn colors, you know, like dark and I don't know, well, especially that's because of coats and boots. That's because I love autumn. Like summer I can't wear my coats. I'm like, I'm gonna wait in autumn. That's why.
So you get somewhere and you're just like, oh, I just wish autumn was here.
Yeah.
It's too hot. I need a
It's
coat.
too hot, yeah. And I love to cover myself. And I love to wear a sweater, like blanket sweater and all that stuff. But I don't like bodycon clothes. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. One last question.
Okay,
I promise. What advice would you give to someone that wants to start up their own fashion blog? What would you say are the main things that you need to do? Like whether they need a good camera or whether they just need to express their style and be confident in what they're wearing? Like, how would you say?
You don't need to be perfect at the beginning, because the fashion blog is like a diary. Like you look back and like, oh my god, how did I dress before? So you don't have to have a perfect camera. You just have to have like, what do you need to have? Like a style, like your own unique style. You think like, I only have that style. That's like something that's unique. I want to show people, and that's it. Just have your style, and you don't need to have camera or like anything special. You'll be really surprised like how many people have so many followers and have like a DSLR camera. Just use with their phone. It's because the style is amazing. That's it.
Okay. And do you want to tell the camera what your blog website is?
www.serah.com.
Okay.
Follow me.
Thank you so much for letting me do the interview.